welcome back to Live here with Design Bundles. Good evening, wherever you guys are from. Today is the day. It is the dollar deal event that we all wait for at the end of the month. So I'm super excited. Now, if you guys missed it on Monday, we actually shared 3 projects over there. So I'm going to quickly recap. So we used the, this is an entire bundle in itself, which I'll show you guys here in just a second on designbundles.net. So this is one that we did. We did this little zipper pouch here. As you guys are joining, tell us where you guys are from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here is another one that we did. So we did this little tote bag here. And so I'll bring that up so you guys can see. This was another boho bundle that we did. You guys could throw these on t-shirts, cups, all sorts of things. We did a tote bag. And then the other one that we did was we did a tumbler. So we did this really cool flower in schools one. So I'll bring this one in so you guys can hopefully see that. We did a full wrap. So today we are going to be using our tumbler press again. We're doing a tumbler. We are going to be sublimating on glass this time. We're going to be using the Cricut Easy Press. We're going to do a t-shirt, a 50-50. Once again, we're doing all sublimation because today we are going to be drawing the winner for the Sawgrass SG500 at the very end. So make sure you guys stay tuned, stay live, and then make sure you guys really check it out because you guys got to head on over soon and purchase the files that you guys are going to snag. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so once again, as you guys are joining in, make sure you guys tell us where you guys are crafting from and tell me what time it is. Let me know if you guys have already started your dollar event and let me know if you guys are about to start the dollar event. All right, so let me go ahead and take you guys over to designbundles.net and show you the 42 designs that we are using today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this up here. Welcome, welcome. Hello from Texas. Hello from South Carolina. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to see. I think if I make this a little bit bigger, hopefully you guys can make sure you guys can get out of here so you guys can go shop. All right, so the designs we have here, we have fonts. We have stuff for your Cricuts, your silhouettes. We have stuff for Glowforge sublimation, which is super trendy once again right now. So let's go over like right here, these are super cool. These are 10 baby milestone templates. These are going to be perfect for if you guys are going to do those blankets to where it's like 1 month, 2 months. These are so stinking cute. So I'm living for this. Once again, they're $1. If you guys are new to our dollar event, these are only $1. So you guys are going to get bundles inside of bundles for $1. $1, and you guys have 1 hour. I'll go over all the details in just a few. I'm going to let some of you guys kind of join. We have this really fun besties. The really cool thing about this is you're going to piece these together to create your very own look. You can have 1 person, 2 people, you know, create cards. You can put these on mugs, t-shirts, all sorts of fun things. These ones have always been one of my absolute favorites. This is the one that I showed you guys. I showed it on Monday. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys check that tutorial out. So we did do a video using this bundle. And like I said, look at this. It comes with all of these ones and these ones. I'm telling you, the list just goes on with this one. For $1. So if you guys are just now starting out in the crafting world, whether it's sublimation, you just got a Cricut, this is the time to snag those files. And you don't have to download them all right away. You don't have to download them today. You can come back and re-download as many times as you want to. All right, so let's keep going. We have bundles with 24 fonts. We're getting ready for wedding season. These are going to be perfect. We have car coasters. So let's see here. We got a really nice PNG sticker bundle. We've got stuff for the pets. This one right here, I'm actually working on. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek really quickly because I have it. All right. I made this the other day. So this is using foil. There is a tutorial coming very soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned on that. I'll show you guys a better shot here in a minute. I use foil vinyl on that. Super cool. Perfect for Father's Day coming up. All right, so kind of quickly going through here. Once again, these ones are really cool fonts. I love these ones. Several different ones to choose from. I really love throwing these on, whether you see a pillow here, I like to throw these on the tumblers that we use adhesive vinyl on. These are some of my absolute favorite fonts, honestly. All right, so scrolling right along, more stickers. We have stuff to make signs. 40 bathroom signs. So these are super cute. And you can see once again, bundles inside of bundles for $1. Super crazy, right? All right, so we have these are really, really trendy right now. These are the Libby glasses. So we've been doing a lot of those here on the channel. We have several tutorials. You're going to get tons of designs here once again for $1. Let's see here, trying to go over some of the ones. Now this one is one that I'm using today. Love this file. I cannot even believe this file is $1. When I seen this one in the cart right now, purchased. Love this one. Absolutely obsessed. And it comes with so many. You're going to be able to use these with your Cricut. You're going to be able to use them with your Silhouette. You're going to be able to use them with sublimation files. Create stickers if you want to. T-shirts, all sorts of fun things. These files are insane. I love these for $1. I can't get over it. We're using those today. All right. This is the one that I showed you guys on that zipper pouch. I use those lips there, but there's a ton, as you can see, that's included. Lots of fun things to do here. That's that one that I used on the zipper bag, would also be cute on that t-shirt. Scrolling right along, this is another one I'm using today. We're going to use this on that glass mason jar. And I'm actually going to use 2 of these designs. So I have a front and the back. So cute. You guys may know from last Monday's live, I'm actually going on a cruise. So these are going with me on the cruise. So I'm super excited about it. You could throw those on a t-shirt. Let me go back in really quick, just to show you guys. So stinking cute. Once again, as you guys are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come hang with us. Tell us where you're crafting from. Brittany and Dawn are in the comments. So if you guys have any questions along the way, you need any help or have any questions about this dollar event, they're there to help, guys. All right, so let's see here. This is the one I showed you too that I did on Monday. So cute. And then there's another fun summer one. If you guys go back on our channel here, we actually did a tutorial with this one right here. Hopefully you guys can see that campsite. We actually did a DIY tie-dye with sublimation. So make sure you guys check that out. You can type in our channel and put sublimation tie-dye, I believe, and you guys will find those. So these ones are a ton of fun too, to throw on some t-shirts for summertime. So cute. Once again, cannot believe this bundle is $1. Can't believe it. All right, these would be cute for a sign. Super cute files right here for sign, t-shirt, whatever you want to do with those. So stinking cute. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered the ones. No, I didn't. I missed one. How could I miss this? 100 designs, guys. 100 designs for $1. You're going to get all of these designs to create tumblers. So we're actually using this one today. So there is tons of these inside of here. I'm just kind of quickly scrolling, guys, because I know we have 1 hour before you guys can snag this. And some of you guys only have the hour. So I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. All right, here. So let's see. I wanted to scroll over and show you. Let me back up really quick. This is the one I'm using today. And I'm actually going to combine this one with another file from another bundle. So you guys just definitely stay tuned for that. All right, so let me tell you guys really quickly. If you guys are new to the dollar event and you're wondering how this works, once it's opened up, so it's opening up at 7 Central Standard Time, US time. So whatever time that is for you, 7 Central Standard Time. So right now, tonight, you have 1 hour. If you guys are not a Plus member, you guys have 1 hour. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the screen down really quickly, so that way I can talk to you guys for just a second while we get this ready. Let me go ahead and drop that screen down. There we go. Perfect. Now, you guys have 1 hour, okay? So let me go ahead and turn this on too. I totally forgot to do that while we're prepping. You guys have 1 hour to snag these. That includes putting them in your cart and completely checking out. Now, once you get to your cart, you'll get some, once you check out, you'll get some mystery files as well, so you guys can purchase those too. So you only get that 1 hour. But if you guys are a Plus member, you guys get an extra 24 hours. Now, in case you're wondering, if you sign up right now, can you still get the 24 hours? And the answer is yes. And let me also give you guys a little tip. Right now, we have a deal going on. You can try our membership for as low as $1, $1, $2, and as high as $3. You guys can try our membership, and you guys will get the 24-hour access. And not only that, if you are our highest, which is our Gold Plus for $3 to try it, you guys are going to get 15% off. So for $1, you're going to get them for 85 cents. 85 cents, guys. If you guys are the other two, the $1 and the $2 that you guys can try right now, I believe it is, Brittany, I messed this one up. I believe it's bronze and silver. So you guys can definitely do those for $1 and $2, and those will make it 90, is it 90 cents? 90 cents. So you guys can ultimately, say for example, if I purchase 10 files today, you're going to save that $1. you can sign up for $1 for the lowest one, and it's going to pay for itself for the month. So that way you guys can try it out, see what you think, and it's going to give you that 10% off of all files moving forward. All right, so there's my tip of the day. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to go ahead and drop the camera down so that way I can show you guys what we're crafting. All right, so let's go over supplies we're using today. So it's actually 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am so sorry, guys. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't panic. Don't panic. Come back here. Okay, so the supplies that we're using today, and then I'm going to show you guys really quickly. I'm trying to slow down because I know I'm talking way too fast today. So just to recap, this is the file that I'm using today. This was out of that really cool bundle that I was talking about in the beginning. All of them are really cool, but this was out of that really cool bundle, and I'm going to do this on a t-shirt. So that was so cute. And then I'm going to show you guys here in just a second with our Designscape program that I actually combined two. So I combined this file right here with this one, which was the 100 designs for the tumblers. Crazy. I combined these two and I added an offset, and this right here was from this big bundle here. Okay. So I have that. And then I printed off these two designs right here that we're going to use on that glass. So we have those. We have a tumbler today. We have the glass mason jar. These are made for sublimation. And FYI, guys, these glasses that are like this, the long, skinny water bottles at Walmart, you can sublimate on those. Video coming soon on that. You guys can snag those locally. And then we're going to sublimate on a t-shirt. So I've got a 50-50 Gildan. So my color will come in a little bit lighter, but that's okay. So we're going to do that today. So let's go and head on over to I'm going to head on over to Designscape really quick, just so I can show you guys how I combine these two together. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to switch back up here. Once again, as you guys are coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, here we go. Here is the amazing, I love this. If you guys have not tried out Designscape, I absolutely love it, especially for combining files like this. If you guys are our Gold Plus member, you guys actually get this for free. So if you guys try out our Gold Plus membership today for $3, you're going to get access to this. Try it out all month long. Tell me what you think. Okay, so what you're going to do, just to recap, you're going to go to File. I can't show you guys that because my screen's only going to show the screen. You're going to go to File, and then you're going to go to New. And then I chose 8.5 by 11 canvas, and then I just rotated it. Okay, that's where I started. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to File, and then you're going to go to Open in Place. So File, Open in Place. And then that's where I brought in this tie-dye background. Okay, step one. I went to File, Open in Place again, and I brought in this file. Now, how did I get the offset? Super duper easy. You're going to come down here where it says EFF. You're going to click on it. You're going to go up to where it says stroke, and we're going to be able to add that stroke. To change the color, you're going to click this box here, and you can change that to whatever you want to. So if I wanted to do a pink, I can bring it up, and I can do that as well. So whatever color, I like to do white, so it's going to pop off. My tumbler's white, and it's going to help. Once you confirm your color, hit OK. To change the size of your stroke, right here where it says size, you're just going to simply drag it right to left. So if I want a super big, chunky offset, that's how we're going to get that. All right. So I did, I believe, around 19. So I've got it here because I wanted to keep a little bit of these inside. Let me go back and type that so you guys can visually see. So it helped me keep a little bit of that O. So just to kind of help you guys out, I probably even could have got away with 18, I bet you. So that's what I did here with that offset. We're going to hit OK. Next thing I did was I just kind of centered this up, which we have our grid bars that help do that. Centered it, easy peasy. You're going to go up here. You're going to go to Layer, and then you're going to go to Flatten Image, and you're going to hit PNG, and you're going to download it. Done. They're combined, you're printing it out, and then you're going to have this file right here. Easy peasy. Now, when it came to the two right here that I did on the glass, I just did Open in Place twice, sized them down. Once again, I flattened the image, printed them out. And then you can mirror that with your Sawgrass. So if you guys are using Sawgrass Creative Studio, you guys can mirror that there. Also, if you wanted to mirror it in here, say, for example, I had an Epson. I would go up here. You can simply hit this little search bar, and I can type in flip. I'm going to flip horizontal, and then it should flip that layer for us, which I did not. Let's see, view. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me do layer. Image. Okay, we're going to go to image. I'm going to do it this way. We're going to go to transform, and I'm going to flip horizontal. But there we go. So that way it's mirrored, and then I can print it, and that way for the Epson, it's already mirrored for me. All right, so let's go ahead and drop this screen down, and let's start crafting. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this back down here. Let's go. All right, so let's start with the tumbler, okay? So let's go ahead and get this guy wrapped up, and then we're going to take it back up so I can show you guys. Okay. As you guys are coming in, once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and good luck. Let me know, what are you guys after? Is it the sublimation files? Is it the SVGs? Let me know what you guys are after. All right, so first tip. When you're working with your tumbler press, always before you turn it on, test your adjustment, make sure it's perfect before you turn it on. Next tip, pull out your lid and straw, set them aside. Never try to sublimate with those on. And then what you're gonna do is remove any sort of debris on your tumbler. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wipe this down. Once again, this starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you guys are not a Plus member, you guys have 1 hour to completely check out. And you guys don't have to, if you're new, you don't have to download them right away. You can come back and download them whenever you want to, as many times as you want to. All right, so we've got that clean. We're going to grab our tape. Once again, as you guys are coming in, tell me what files you guys are after and what is your favorite today. I want to know. I'm so excited about the beach files because it's summertime. I feel that it's summertime, okay? Schools are starting to be out. Let me know where you guys are from. Are the kiddos out yet? Are they about to be out? Any big plans for the summertime? I need to know. All right. So what I'm going to do is I've already trimmed this down. Whenever it comes to tumblers, to get that perfect seam, you really don't want to overlap. You're going to, number one, you're going to get ghosting. You want to get as close as you can. So let me go ahead and play around with this until I get it to where I want it to be. I had it like that earlier. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making sure these are as close as possible. Now I think with mine, I may be off by a smidge because I designed this in Designscape right before we, well, not right before, hours before we went, but I knew I needed to go back and adjust us just a teensy tiny bit, but I didn't want to wait. So I think we can make it here. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just squeezing this shut, trying to get these to be as close as possible. All right, here we go. Also, the supplies that I'm using today, you guys can find a link below as well. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I think that's good enough. We're going to roll with it. All right, so let me go ahead and bring you guys back up. Also, because I have this big honking tumbler press, I have to kind of reach around, so bear with me today. All right, so what we're going to do, because when we're working with a tumbler press, number one, I have it at 365 for 70 seconds. 365, 70 seconds. We're going to place it inside here, all right? And then we're going to close it. There we go. And then here in a minute, I'm going to rotate it and we're going to press again for 70 seconds. All right, so hopefully we don't have any issues because I can see my paper kind of buckled. So once again, as you guys are joining tonight, let me know where you guys are crafting from. And I always go back and read all of these comments, not to mention Brittany and Dawn are down there to help you guys today if you have any questions at all. Plus, we're going to do Q&A here in a little bit, and we are going to pick the winner of the Sawgrass SG500. And if you're wondering, how did I enter this? You needed to make sure that you guys had went over to our Facebook community group. So if you guys are not joined over there, make sure you guys check it out. We're doing giveaways. We have freebies. We have tons of fun over there. We have lots of other crafters just like yourself, tons of inspiration going on. Plus, you can share your projects with us so that way we can check it out. So make sure you guys join our Facebook community group if you haven't already. All right, so I'm just kind of waiting here. What do we got? 11 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and get my heat gloves. And in case you guys are wondering which ones these are from We Are Memory Keepers. They're around $7, I think. I've had them for quite a while. Amazon does have a version that looks like this. It's pink. Carefully, I'm going to pop this open. And then I'm going to rotate. So I need to do a little rotate here. And then we're going to pop it again for 60 seconds. Basically, when you're rotating, it doesn't have to be a 180. It just needs to make sure the top part that we didn't sublimate is rotating. If you were doing a convection oven, you could definitely pop it in there. I usually do about 385 to 400 degrees, usually around 385, I believe, for around 4 to 5 minutes. You're going to put it in shrink, set it in there. It's going to shrink around it. And so you can use a convection oven as well. I don't have a sublimation printer yet. Oh my gosh, I am crossing my fingers for you. SVGs, is the cells live now? Almost. So the cells are almost live. We are getting close. All right, so let's see here. I think we've got around, 30 minutes left? So in 30 minutes, you guys can head on over. My heat gloves are from Amazon, meant for barbecue grills. You know, I almost purchased those too. So yes, you guys can use whatever ones are heat resistant. They're going to work the same. So thank you for that. All right, I'm going to scoot this out of the way. We can recap for 15 seconds. So once again, you have this file right here that I think is super, super cute. We have 10 more seconds. This one's one of my favorites, the bow hose. How stinking cute is this? Love. All right, here we go. I'm going to get my little heat pad here. And we're going to pull it. Once again, this one right here is from the 100 Designs. Oh my gosh. I'm going to turn this off for 2 seconds because what we're going to do, I'm going to let this cool for just a second. We're going to set it aside. I'm going to switch tonight. We're switching it up. I'm going to switch to this guy, which I need my gloves back on in a second for this because it's going to be hot. We are going to switch this guy up. So we're going to come right over here to the side. So in case you guys are wondering how to change out your tumbler press, you're going to unscrew, turn off, power it off. You're going to unscrew this guy. You're going to unplug it. We're going to untwist all 4 of these little guys here. And I'm going to switch it. This is for the mugs, and it's just going to work better for this one. And then I need to adjust my pressure. And then we're going to press that one for 120 seconds. So that one's between 360 to around 380, I believe, 390. I want to say 380. And it's for 120 seconds. So I'm going to leave it at that 365 and bump it up to 120. All right. So what we're going to do is very carefully make sure you have heat gloves on. All right. Get this guy out of the way. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set it out of our way. I'm going to set it. Okay, my floor is concrete, so it's safer down there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we're going to plug this guy in. And you're just going to wiggle it around until it fits. All right, bear with me for 2 seconds. Okay. And then we're going to push that all the way in. We're going to tighten it up. All right. And then we are going to pop this one in. All right, so let me go ahead and start to tighten these back up. I borrowed the hubby's barbecue gloves and they never went back. Hey, that's the way to do it. I do that all the time. I borrow everything. Heat guns, whatever you got, I'll take it. And it's so funny because every time I have my husband come fix something over here at the studio, he leaves something, pliers, whatever. I'm like, I'll take them. I'll take it. Let's see, those seamless silicone sleeves are really difficult to get off the tumblers. I haven't tried those, but thank you for that tip because I've been wanting to do that. Where are the cats and dogs ones? Only seen dogs. I believe there is cat prints in there. Okay, let's see. My husband spoils me. I'm going to get a new printer soon. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. Congratulations. Okay, so I'm going to bump it up. We're back on. Okay, so we're going to go to okay. I'm going to hit okay again. And I'm going to change it from that 70 seconds to 120. All right. So we're going to go to 120. Now listen, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I swear I may have, and before I turn this on, I'm already heating it up. You know the drill. We should have tested the pressure. So we're going back. We're taking the lid off. We're adjusting pressure. So I'm going to pop this guy in. And I'm going to adjust major pressure here. So we're just going to go ahead and start to take our knobs. I kind of have it tilted forward some. And let's start to test it. You know, that feels pretty good. I'm going to do one more time. We want to be careful because this is glass. Honestly, I'm thinking that's pretty good. Bear with me. This is how I check. I think it's pretty good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set that out of the way, power it back on. Safety first, guys. All right, so let's go ahead. While we wait for this guy to heat up, let's start to tape this on. So I'm going to go and drop that camera again, and we're going to tape this guy down. I think we got about 30, is it about 30 minutes? Let's see, mine is from Heat Press Nation. That's what this one is. This one is from Heat Press Nation, and this is the one where, because you could get it where it's just a tumbler press, or you could get it with a change out. So this is like what, 8-in-1, 7-in-1, I think. Let's see. I'm hoping to get this printer soon. Hubby and I are preparing to start business. Oh, that is amazing. Congratulations. Good luck. Good luck. Crystal Ann, tell us about your earrings when the time permits. My earrings actually came from this place I really like to shop from online. So it is called Zigzag Stripe, and it's owned by a mama. We support our mamas. And I've been shopping from them for a while, and I don't think they have them anymore, but I really love them. I found them in my stuff, and I thought, you know what, we're bringing the earrings back, and I'm taking them on with the cruise, so I'm getting prepared for it. But they have some really cool, like fringe ones too. I love them. They're one of my favorites. So thank you guys so much. All right, let's see. Did you remember to make something for your door? I have not just yet, but what I'm going to tell you guys, let me show you really quick. Y'all let me know. I was thinking, with this sign I made the other day, what if I put magnets on the back of it and did something like this? I thought it would be cute. I don't know. Or what if I have an idea, guys. What about sublimating a sign and putting on something like this, like squad? Because there's 3 of us staying in the room, 3 girls, and putting squad, and I could put our names below it. What do you think? Let me know. So should I do that? Should I put our names? No names, just do the squad. Let me know. Hello, everyone. I'm late. Don't worry. We are going to recap. Okay, so we're going to go and type this down. And while this one is pressing, I'll undo the other one. All right, and we got time, guys. We got time. I think we've got about what? I want to say, like, is it 20 minutes now? Or is it 30 still? I keep saying 30. All right, so we want to make sure we clean our tumbler. Possibly, okay? I found it. I'm losing stuff here. We're going to make sure we clean this. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is my first time sublimating a frosted cup here. So I don't think I've done one before. I keep trying to ask myself, and I don't want to seem like I'm lying. All right, let's see here. I'm pushing buttons. Oh, I love the flamingos. Thank you so much. I love the squad. Okay, so maybe that's what we'll do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tape this down. Push this so it's ready. I'm going to go ahead and tape this down. So we're going to get one design on the front. So depending on how you hold your stuff, you want to make sure you put it in that direction. And let's hope, guys, that I've got this 365 for 120 seconds. I think it's going to be fine. So we're going to try it. We're doing front and back, and we can do that all at one time. All right. Once again, thank you guys so much for crafting with us tonight. I'm so excited. We're switching it up. We're trying different times. We're trying to see what's working best for you guys. Do you guys like crafting at nighttime? Do you guys like when we craft in the daytime, morning, afternoon? What do you guys think? What do you like? Let me know. Okay. Here we go. Also, for you guys that are just now getting into sublimation, what are y'all thinking? Epson or Sawgrass? I need to know all the tea. All right, 30 minutes. We've got the clock going on there. I'm going to scoot this here. That way it's not in our way. Okay, so we've got this. I've got it wrapped on both sides. Let's go ahead and slide it in. We just want to center it up. And we're going to press 120 seconds. I don't need to flip it. It should do its thing all together one time. We've got our heat gloves. Let's go ahead and peel this guy. It's cooled down. So we're going to pray for the best. When we're live, there's no telling what could happen. No telling. But this one right here, this cup's going with me. This is going to the beach, okay? This is going on the cruise. Super pumped. All right. Also, I asked everybody on Monday, if you're new here, you heard that I was going on the cruise, give me down below, what do you guys recommend that I take? What do I need to take? All right. Also, I called the doctor today. I had them call me in those patches that go behind the ear. Let me know, did those work for you? I need all of the tea. All right, we're getting close. I always take mine in pieces of tape, so it takes me a second to remove this. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this. Y'all have to buy both bundles, $2, okay? You need this tumbler one, and you're gonna need the one with the beach files. Just no ifs, ands, or buts. I may have to go wash this off. I got this side stuck on here for some weird reason. Oh, nope, it's gonna come, baby. For some reason, this little bitty We're gonna pop that open and set it out. I have a tiny little piece that's kind of sticking behind. I may have to go here in a minute and I'll wash that off, so y'all bear with me. Let's go ahead and drop the camera so I can show y'all. Look at combining these two together. I made my very own. Like I said, I don't want to scratch it, so I'm gonna go wet it in just 2 seconds, maybe. Let me try to do this. I have to do it afterwards because I don't want to take y'all's time, but y'all get the point, okay? So here it is. How stinking cool. So there's my seam. You guys can see I've got super close. I was almost there with that seam, but I combined those 2 bundles. So $2, guys, you're going to get the bundle of 100. And this came with, gosh, what was it? 20, 30 files. It's insane. And that was including this squad one. I mean, tons of them. I even printed off this one. It says, "Don't make me jelly." I mean, that's got to go on something, right? So stinking cute. But adding that offset really helps that pop off. These two together, everything. You guys let me know in the comments below who is snagging this tonight. So cute. Imagine it even on a coffee cup, t-shirt, whatever. So stinking cute. Love. All right, let's take a peek at this one. Hopefully my paper did not stick. And let me grab this right here. All right. Like if this paper sticks too, I don't know what's going on. I'm using the same paper as usual. So I needed just a little bit longer, and it could be that I need to put a paper. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I kind of think it's my paper. Let me try to put a paper. Well, I don't want to use that one. Hold on. Wait for it. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Let's try to roll this up. So hopefully that's going to help. Hope that pop off in there. Here we go. I almost think I could have used just another second or so, which is weird because you guys see that in there? I think I needed a little bit more pressure is really honestly probably where it was. A little bit more pressure. I was really hoping with that paper in there, but yep. Crystal Ann needed a little bit more paper, but how stinking cool would this be? So if you guys do this, give it a little bit, give it some more pressure. Get a little bit more crazy with it than I did, but how stinking cute would that be? If you filled that up, especially if you guys did, like I'm obsessed right now with these drinks. It's like, it is like a coconut milk and stuff like that. So it would make it white inside. So if you guys have like something like a horchata or something like that with ice, gosh, that would be so cute in there because it would really kind of help that pop off. All right, so there's that one. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready for the t-shirts. So let me go ahead and move some of this out of the way. So you guys let me know. I kind of like the faded look. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I really think that would be really cute too, even on a coffee mug, obviously. But I thought this would be a ton of fun. But once again, if you put those coffees, iced coffees and stuff, that's going to help that color pop a little bit more too. But honestly, give it a little bit more pressure. Maybe bump that time up a little bit more. All right, so this one is so stinking cute. Bring that up so hopefully you guys can see. I'm obsessed. Hopefully you guys can see those better. Do it for 400 seconds. 400 seconds on the glass. You know what? I think you're right. I think the glass, I got the settings from this from one of the sites that I got, but I think they're off on that. Okay, here we go. Last project, guys. Last one. Let's get a time here. What do you guys have? Like 15, is it 20 minutes? Here we go. And I need to know, are you guys grabbing any of these files tonight? I need to know which ones so far. We're going to set that out of the way. I'm going to move these and get us ready to go. So what we're using here, like I said, I am using a 50-50 t-shirt from Gildan. So if you guys are wondering about these. So yes, when you use a 50-50 t-shirt, it's 50 poly, 50 cotton. You are going to lose a little bit of color. I personally like that. What I feel with those, I feel like they're a vintage t-shirt. Number one, people sublimate with them on the Gildan soft style or sublimate, they bleach them. But for me, like on a t-shirt like this, I like it because it's like a vintage t-shirt. You know, those are super trendy. People are paying money for that stuff. So I like it. So we've got squad, all right? 8.5 by 11, did it on the Sawgrass SG500. We're going to get it on our pad. I'm going to drop y'all down in just a sec, get some things out of our way. And by the way, I have my Cricut Easy Press at 385 for 40 seconds, okay? Because I'm going to go by that Cricut settings because we're using the heat press. So we're going to go with it. So I'm actually using a lint roller because you never want to skip this stuff. It's very, very important because if not, you're going to end up with these little blue dots everywhere. It's just part of the sublimation process. Never skip that. All right. And then we need to pull out that moisture. So let me go ahead. I am getting a lot. I bought my tumbler on Amazon. Yes, I snagged some of my stuff over there on Amazon too, especially my Libby glasses, the beer glasses. I get those as well. It appears I may be getting all of them. Hey, if you're getting all of them and you are not a Plus member, definitely check it out because you're going to get them, especially if you guys are a Gold Plus member, you're going to get them for 85 cents each. And it's going to give you 24 hours to check out. If you guys are the silver and bronze, you're going to get them for 90 cents. So if you're snagging all of these tonight, guys, make sure you guys are a Plus member. I highly recommend it. All right, so here we go. Yes, debating. I think about, you guys are like me. We are so much alike. I'm telling you what, when it comes to stuff like this, I want them all. Put them all in the cart and check out. And if you're anything like me, you'll check out with 10. Then you'll come back and you'll get 10 more. What the heck, get them all. And then you'll go to the checkout because in the checkout, you're going to have extra surprise ones pop up. And then I snag those too. So I can't help it. All right, so I am pulling out the moisture. I'm pulling out the moisture and smoothing out the t-shirt. My press is around 195 right now, so I'm just kind of really smoothing this guy down, making sure I'm getting that moisture. Me too. Hey, we are all in this together. We are crafty friends. Friends enable friends, okay? Friends help friends out, right? We are friends. All right, so let's see. We would get along great. We already get along great. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and take my tape here. And by the way, I snagged this on Amazon, this little tape dispenser here. Love it. One of my faves right now. You guys always know I have the fun ones. While I'm waiting on the press, another fun tape dispenser I have. Let me grab it. Bear with me, y'all. This one right here is shaped like a donut. You guys see it all the time. It's one of my favorites. That's another Amazon find. Oh, I love it. Okay, I didn't hear anything about that. I need to find someone that does that too. If you guys are talking about the Plus member, make sure you guys definitely check it out tonight. You can try it as low as $1. Our Gold Plus member, you guys can try that for $3. I know it. It's hard to believe. $3. You're going to get your files for 85 cents. Plus, you get 24 hours to make up your mind. Okay, 24 hours. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and tape this guy down. To find our center, I'm going to go ahead and fold this guy in half because I pretty much centered this thing. So if you just fold it in half, trim away any excess that you may need. Mine's okay. So mine is down enough. When you go to press, you want to come down around 3 fingers or so. And then you're going to be good to go. Now I was trying to find this little guy. I made this with the Glowforge with one of our files. So hold up. Let me get it. Hold on. Let me get it, guys. I'm sorry. I am unprofessional this afternoon. It's the nighttime, okay? It's the nighttime. Here we go. So I have this. I made this with our Glowforge. We have a tutorial on this coming soon. We've also done it with our Cricut using a paper, just a heavier cardstock. So you guys can definitely still do that with your Cricut. But what's really cool about this is I can get it at the very top there. And then what I do is I just kind of go up a little bit. This is our center line. And then I'll go up a little bit here, like so, to make sure I'm down that 3 fingers. And then I'm going to tape it. So I got my tape. And we are almost there. We're at 360. We're going to press this, and then we will recap for any questions, do our giveaway, and then you guys can go purchase some goodies. All right, here we go. So the other thing that I'm going to do, since we're sublimating, is I'm going to cover it with parchment paper. I also find these on Amazon, and I love them because they're already ready to go for us. Already ready. All right, the donut is a tape dispenser. So if you go check out, we have a few videos with this in the link below, and you guys can snag like 4 of these for like 10 bucks. And I have my Cricut heat tape in it. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Last project. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully I pressed down good enough. 385 for 40 seconds. And hopefully this is going to be enough time. But I wanted to go with Cricut's recommended settings because I am using the Cricut Easy Press. I'm giving it a little bit of pressure. I'm using the 10x12. You guys can also use their heat app along with your phone, and you can set your settings there. But honestly, just take it to 385 for 40 seconds. And honestly, you could probably go up to, I've done it so many times, 400 for 60 seconds and get away with that. But I'm going to try to stick. I just want to test it real. I'm going to test it. We're doing it. 385 for 40 seconds. And I'll actually take a little peek before I peel it, just in case it's an emergency. So let me see if that was enough. So without adjusting my tape very carefully, I'm going to take a peek. And I think it's good enough. Here we go. Y'all ready? Dun, 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 dun. Cute. This is 50, guys. 50% And look at the color. It's still good enough. 50% poly, 50% cotton, and this guy feels like cotton. If you guys don't like that, polyester feel, 50-50, y'all. Now, when you wash it, you will kind of lose a little bit more, but I've never lost anything crazy. I usually lose pretty minute. This one is not the soft style. This is the dry blend. Dry blend, guys, 50-50. All right, so here you go. Bring it up. I'm actually going to bring you guys up here so you guys can see it a little bit better. How stinking cute is this? So I made this for my daughter for the cruise, but I think I'm going to put this on the sign for the door. So there we have it. All right, so to recap quickly, we have that. We did the fun little tumbler tonight. Hopefully get it in front of my face. There we have it. Fun tumbler. I will put the lid back on. All right. Perfect. And then this one right here, which I definitely needed to bring up the time and temp. If I can get that dialed in, I'll put it in the comments below for you guys, but snag the file. Super stinking cute. And there we have it. All right. So you guys ready for Q&A? Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so let's go ahead and see. And we are not doing, so if you guys are waiting for a hashtag, we are drawing. Here in a little bit, we're going to draw the winner for the Sawgrass SG500. So you guys have to be a follower over there. All of that information was on the Facebook community group. All right, so I'm just making sure that I have everything pulled up in case there's questions. How does the clip art files work? So the clip art files, they work. You can use them as stickers. You can use them for sublimation, or if you're wanting to use them to create cards, or basically what that clip art is, it's the same. It's like a PNG, if you will. If you're wanting to use those, say for example, the people, you could take those into Designscape. If you guys are a Gold Plus member, you get to take it over somewhere like Canva to piece those people together. It's so easy. And I believe I've got a tutorial here on the channel. And if not, I'll definitely be working on some more of those. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Here we go. What else can you do with the tumblers if you don't have a sublimation printer? Let me tell you guys. Okay, so the file that I used here, the same one I used for the squad, that entire bundle is also SVGs, guys. Crazy. For $1, it's also in the SVG version. So if you wanted to, you could take these tumblers and just put this design, that beach, don't kill my vibe, or you could do any of those. There's like 20 or 30 in that one bundle. They're SVGs, so you could do that with vinyl as well with your Cricut. All right, let's see here. What else do we have? How can you ensure a seamless edge? If you actually go back to Monday's tutorial, you guys will see I did a pretty good job on this. The seamless edge is basically don't overlap. It's learning that exact amount that you need. Most of our files, like this one, came in perfect. This one, I designed it on my own. So I just kind of brought it in. I could have spread it out just a tiny bit more and I'd have been perfect. But to do so, you're simply going to take your tape measure. And just to quickly explain, so for example, here's my top. I would say, okay, I need that to be 8 inches. That's exactly what it is. So say, for example, I do 8.2. I could do that. And then I could swing it around. Highly recommend a sewing tape measure. It's going to give us 9.5. So you could do 9.65 or something just to kind of get that perfect. You just got to dial that number in. All right, let's see here. 15 minutes left to the dollar deal. So are we ready? I think, let's see, 15 more minutes, guys. 15 minutes, and then we're going to do, here in just a second, we're going to do that giveaway, but 15 minutes, roll call, y'all. All right, roll call. While I'm doing roll call, drop down below. Where are you guys from? Florida, Arkansas, California? Drop it down below. All right, where can I get a large tumbler size heat plate? Mine are smaller and I have to slide to get it. Okay. So for example, if you're talking about switching these in and out, you can actually now get a 30 ounce as well. But go back to wherever you purchase your tumbler press and they'll usually have it as an add-on. Some people it's like 20 bucks, some it's $100 add-on. All right, let's see. Can you remove the sublimation to reuse the glass? We actually have done a tutorial, not on the glass, but on here to kind of pull it off. Since this is glass, if it was something like this, sometimes you can kind of go over those with another design because the darker it is, the more it's going to cover. But pretty much with this, unless I knew how to line it up, I can't. But there's a few things that I still could do. So if it was, for example, I wasn't drinking out of it or I found something safe to cover this, I could actually coat it with some white paint and that would pop it. But my white drinks are going to help pop it a little bit more too. All right, let's see. You don't put a blowout paper between the shirt so the ink doesn't get on the back. You know, that's something, depending on the printer that you have, Sawgrass is never going to do that for you because their Sawgrass Print Manager, that's what it's there for. It calculates that ink. So it's only going to let out so much ink for glass. It's only going to let out so much ink for polyester. So you're not oversaturating. Whereas in Epson, sometimes you're taking a risk. There's no telling how much ink is saturated on that paper, and it can go through. And so you may need to put a piece. But you know, my journey along the way, I haven't really had that too much. But yeah, definitely not going to get it with Sawgrass. All right, let's see here. What kind of printer can be used to convert a sublimation sub printer? You would do an Epson, so you would want the Echo tanks. You're looking for the one where you can fill. You'd pop the lid and you can visually see those slots being filled. I believe there's some Workforce ones, but they are the Echo tank series. You can usually find them around a little less than, I would say like around 180 or so now. All right, let's see. Love your tape dispenser. Does it cut little pieces? Yes. So what's super cool about this one is when I rotate it, okay, it pops it and it automatically cuts them for you. And you can have two going at the same time. So you have double just ready to roll for you. And then it has this side one to where if I need long strips, for example, for my tumblers, I could do that as well. And I've got the gold one, the blue tapes, and it's got little holders on it. It's really neat. I really, really love this thing. All right, let's see here. What else do we have? I believe that is the very last question. Are you guys ready for the giveaway? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go. Sometimes I switch it up and I say, let's go ahead and do it. And said, let's go ahead and do a giveaway. So, you know, I throw it off sometimes. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Good luck to everybody that has participated. I know there was a lot of you guys, and I hope whoever wins this tonight is going to be in crafty heaven sublimating some stuff. So I'm super, super excited. And good luck to that tonight, guys. Enjoy your stuff. And I can't wait to hear and see all your products. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. We have Nadine McGarry. Did I say that right? I believe it is Nadine McGarry. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. All you simply have to do is reach out to mel@designbundles.net. Let them know that you won today on the giveaway through the Facebook community group, and you are going to have an Sawgrass SG500 on the way. Once again, congratulations. All you have to do is reach out to mel@designbundles.net. Let them know that you're the winner and they're going to send you your prize. Once again, good luck to everybody. Highly encourage you, if you're buying more than one file, I for sure would sign up for a Plus membership. Test that thing out for as little as $1 and get your stuff for as little as, you could do 85 cents if you do the gold. So highly recommend, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.